It's the Gibson Les Paul Traditional T, the 2016. This is one of the strangest production Gibson Les Paul standards ever. We're going to find out why together today, right here on GearGasms. Hi everybody, welcome to GearGasms. I'm your host, Alan Barnes. Today I got me this Gibson Les Paul Standard Traditional T. I know what you're going to ask. Alan, is this a new model? And I'm going to say no, it's not. It's a 2016. And then your next question is going to be, Alan, why do we give a fuck? And my answer to that is coming up in just a second. But first, if you're new to the channel, I'd like to ask you to like and subscribe. This channel is kind of like deep cleaning a really dirty bathroom. It always feels so much better after it's over. Celebrate mediocrity. This is a guitar I've had for a while. I actually did a full video on this probably in the first 6-9 months of the channel. God awful. I do not recommend that you watch it. And that was part of my motivation for trying to bring it back because I don't really feel like I did it justice. Now this isn't going to be like a demo. It's not going to be like into the minutia. I'm not pulling pickups. We're not doing any of that.
Oh, man.
But I just wanted to talk about what makes this particular model, the 2016, so much different from anything that Gibson did before with the Les Paul Standard or is doing now. I think a little bit of history is in order in that you had to know that in 2015, we all sort of agreed that Gibson lost its way with the Les Paul Standard model that year. It had the Robotuners. It had the 0 fret. People really didn't like it. Traditionalists, Les Paul people are generally traditionalists, hence the 180-degree turn in 2016 and then even calling it Traditional T. They took away the Robotuners, they took away the zero fret. But what they did was kind of tricky in that this is anything but traditional. Right now it has the switching system that a lot of Les Pauls do to where you can pull up each pickup to coil tap them. The third switch over here, this tone pot, if you pull it up, it puts these two pickups out of phase. It actually turns the neck pickup out of phase and you get what they call the Peter Green tone. And then lastly, if you pull up the tone pot for the bridge pickup, it bypasses everything, the switch and everything, all the volume controls, tone controls, straight from this pickup, straight to the jack. Now, why would you want that feature? Any of you who have ever gigged, you're wailing, you're flinging your arms around, you're being very showy. How many times have you've hit the switch? With that thing pulled all the way out, no matter what happens up here, it's straight out. But even that is not really what makes this guitar a unicorn of Les Paul standards. What makes it a unicorn is this neck. Two things about this neck. Asymmetrical carve. You can feel that it's a little bit fatter on the top and then it gets a little slimmer down around bottom. You can feel that. Even more crazy, compound radius. Yeah. Compound radius fingerboard on a Gibson Les Paul Standard. It's not custom shop or nothing. So this neck, compound radius fingerboard, asymmetrical carve. Now I got this off of Reverb and in an example of It's a Small World, the guy I got it from actually knew from the gear page, and then we got talking about it there, and then he actually knew my channel. And we've been friends ever since. Alex, thank you so much. Okay, just beyond the differences of the physical differences of this Les Paul, the wiring on this. Now, they do this in a lot of other years and models of Les Pauls. You can get a whole lot of different sounds. They may not be sounds that you want, but you can get them sounds nonetheless. Figured I'd show you on clean and you really get the personality these pickups come through. I'm on the Mesa Boogie. I am on the fat channel, not a whole lot of gain. A little bit of reverb from the Ocean's 11. Middle position, everything's in humbucker mode. And to really give you a feel for how the different tones you can get, we'll just sort of use the same tired riff.
Ooh, you suck.
Except we'll play it in the right key. Now that is double coil, both of them. If we switch to singles. kind of close, kind of ish, kind of middle position, telly-ish, not bad. But what if we happen to pull this Peter Green pod out? Oh, Peter Green is even still alive. He's got a pot named after him. Kind of like Snoop Dogg, Mike Tyson, Willie Nelson. This is where to switch up, people. What? Now you might hate that sound. That sound is not like particularly for me, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know that I've ever heard Peter Green play guitar in my life. I don't know if it's Peter Green or not. I just know it sounds different. So it gives you another sound that you would not ordinarily be able to get out of a Lester Paul. That's with it up. This is with it down. That is radically different. Now what's really weird about the iteration of the coil splitting in this, we'll go just to the bridge pickup.
I do not care.
It almost cuts the treble. It almost feels like it cuts the treble, which is like backwards. You're like cutting the treble. You're going to single coil, blah, 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 single coil bridge, and you're cutting the treble. I don't think so, mister, but watch. It takes a lot of bite out of it, which is really strange. You would think you'd want the single coil to cut through. Let's give it the Skinner test. Peter Green Skinner. We'll get away from our friend Peter Green since I know so little about him, and I'm totally tarnishing his legacy and making all the guitar snobs on YouTube mad. I really like these Burstbucker Pro pickups where I originally didn't. I used to be from the camp that if it was going to be a double humbucker, you know, fixed bridge guitar, I wanted some pickups that really punch people in the face. When I got this, one of the things I was most disappointed about was like the Burstbucker Pros. They were so light. They were just not a heavy pickup at all. They just have so much breathing room in there, and I tell you, I'm kind of coming around to the place that I would almost rather have a little bit of that extra headroom in a pickup and not have it just so high gain. And then if I need to punch it, like, you know, I'm driving a high gain amp and it's a little saggy, I can just use a clean boost to get that extra, that middle position. Used to be I would be like, man, I don't want to play a Les Paul clean. Clean is for single coils, clean is for girls, clean is for mamas, boys.
Loser!
But the older I've gotten, I've really loved the sound of a nice mellow humbucker pickup being played properly. Goddamn hot spots, face whores. Get back over here. Oh, you. Oh, I hate you. I always forget to take my flip-flops off. I don't know why that is. I am so sorry. That neck pickup though, oh my goodness, that neck pickup on a clean tone. It's still Les Paul, isn't it? That G string. Then the single coil version. It really lets you dig in more than. than that humbucking thing back. But man, yeah, really nice. I can't tell you how much I did not like that chorus with that single coil, which just goes to show it ain't single coil. Get that middle position again, we'll do that. Now so you can still hear a lot of clarity even though there's a little bit of fuzz. See when I split it there, the huge difference? You get that throaty kind of tone. Mark IIc is what we're on now with this here Les Paul, because I know you guys want to hear can it oof. And again, these undersized pickups will, these puny little girly pickups, will they scrump? Now, do you hear what I did there? I put a clean boost on. It just gave it a little something extra, and you can do that all day long with pickups that are a little bit underpowered for your taste. Without it. Now right now it sounds a little farty and I would blame the pickups. So we're gonna pull that bass back a little bit. That's without. Now, if it won't oof through a Mesa Boogie 2 C+, it's probably not gonna oof. And I know what you're thinking. I agree, it doesn't really oof. These pickups, even with a little bit of clean boost, are only gonna get you so far. I've got the my clean boost / overdrive. Actually put some gain on it this time, and still it's just not enough.
That's what she said.
Let's go all the way to the, let's pickle this thing to the extreme and just see how much oof we get. You just can't get it. All right, so we know it can't chug, it can't skronk, it can't oof, no matter how much we push or boost it.
That's what she said.
But we know it can do some ooey gooey leads, right? We know it can. We're on the Mark IV. The best lead tone Mesa ever made. Neck pickup. Let's see if we can hear hear the difference between single coil and double coil with this much gain. That was single coil. Same thing with the neck. Single coil neck. Double coil. Now one thing you'll notice on this particular guitar that it really struck me as strange, that there's a lot of high harmonic content in this neck pickup, and I'm not mad about that. You can always take it away, but again, it's one of those things you can't really add high end if it's not there naturally, so I'm glad to have a little extra treble push in these neck pickups. Double coil. Let's do that Peter Green thing. When was the last time you heard a Les Paul sound like that in the middle position? Never. What did we learn today? We learned that with the versatility of these Burstbucker Pro pickups and the switching system, you can get an amazing array of tones. We also learned that among that amazing array of tones, chugging ain't in there. And finally, we learned that your old friend Alan knows jack shit about Peter Green, and that makes him quite unwelcome around all the guitar cork sniffers. And you know what? I don't give a shit. As always, I thank you for the time that you spend with the channel. Please don't forget to tell some of your unctuous, slow-witted, Section 8 white trash friends about GearGasms. You know they're going to fit right in here perfectly. Would you like to buy some merch and help support the channel? No? I don't blame you. Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell John Bon Jovi about it. We're okay if he shows up. We're just afraid he's going to want to sing. But play more guitar. Watch less of this and keep coming back here week after week for more GearGasms.